So investing's got a lot in common with Counter-Strike.
Is this one where everything reminds me of investing?
Yeah, maybe, but this one's actually kind of useful.
That's what you said about taxes.
Look, one day you'll appreciate that conversation.
Very doubtful.
Okay, so I'm just squatting here in this corner right now waiting for a bot because investors use something called a margin of safety. I'm trying to create a margin of safety.
Sounds so boring.
It sounds boring because it works.
Fair. Fair.
Okay, so let's say we're pushing in on like a bomb site, right? And you think an enemy is behind the boxes.
Okay.
Do you sprint around the corner like screaming and firing randomly?
No.
Good, because that's your specialty. Actually, that's more like my specialty, and I'm trying to work on that.
Hey.
Keep camping right here. So another option would be something like throw a flashbang, maybe make some smoke, check the angles, and have a teammate like run in there first, kind of scout it out or at least be ready when the firing starts.
Yeah. If I'm wrong, I don't instantly die.
Exactly. So that's a margin of safety.
What does that have to do with stocks?
Yeah, I just tanked. Oh, this is gonna end well. Basically, investors try to figure out what a company is worth, and that's called its intrinsic value.
Fancy word for best guess?
Yeah, pretty much.
So, guessing?
Yeah, it's educated guessing.
How can you say this site is definitely clear?
We're not going to talk about that. So let's think about it this way. Like, let's say you calculate a stock is worth $100.
Okay.
All right. Would you rather buy it for $100 or $70?
70?
Yeah. So congratulations on being smarter than a lot of adults.
That's pretty concerning.
It should be, but that's part of how the stock market works.
So why not pay 100 if it's worth 100?
Because here's the thing. What if you're wrong?
Ah.
So maybe the stock is actually worth like $85.
Then I still made money if I paid 70?
Yeah, exactly. I know there's someone in this room right here.
Me!
Yeah. Oh. So if we thought maybe it was worth 100 and you paid 100, you basically just donated your money to the market.
The market accepts donations.
Literally every day. It makes losers every day.
So the margin of safety protects you from being wrong?
Yeah. Because, like I said, we're best guessing and investors are wrong all the time. I just got that one.
Okay. Including you?
Yeah, especially me. Like every time I buy a stock, it seems like it goes down.
Wow, self-awareness.
Yeah, don't get used to it.
What if the market crashes?
That's another reason for a margin of safety.
Like what?
So imagine we buy like full rifles, armor, grenades, everything.
Okay.
Then our own teammate immediately flashes all of us.
That's not unrealistic.
Yeah, nothing ever is. I have done it to myself.
Continue.
So if we've planned carefully, we can survive a mistake like everyone getting flashed. If we were already one mistake away from disaster, then we're finished. There you go.
So buying a stock is So buying a stock is right at its estimated value is risky.
Yeah, it's like going after a hostage with just 4 health points and like total confidence.
Confidence doesn't increase health.
Yeah, tell that to half the players in the game, me included.
So buying a discount is like having armor.
Yeah, armor, utility, backup teammates, decent internet connection, unlike me.
Okay, now we're getting unrealistic.
Yeah. But anyways, the bigger your margin of safety, the more room you have for surprises. Like if we got surprise flashbang, but we've got like armor utility backup, we're okay.
The surprises happen.
Yeah, constantly.
Like that guy camping in the weirdest corner imaginable.
Exactly.
Or a teammate trying to snipe with the shotgun.
Also, exactly.
Or you accidentally buying a terrible machine gun.
Yeah, that happened one time.
It happened yesterday.
There you go.
Ow.
The point is that investing isn't about being perfect.
So it's about making sure mistakes don't destroy you to ashes.
Now you're thinking like an investor.
So the lesson is buy stocks like nuclear bomb sites.
Yeah, totally. Carefully, with protection, and assuming something stupid is about to happen. There you go, there's a present at any time. Especially when you're on my team. Okay, so we talked real quickly about margin of safety. I just want to whiteboard about it real quick. Stay tuned because after this, we're going to see Dylan buy his first stock, which I'm super excited about. So just practically, I just wanted to say real quickly, practically, there's a bunch of different ways we can think about a margin of safety. But one way that people talk about it is they look at something that's 30% undervalued. So say Coca-Cola is 30% undervalued according to analysis, like looking at its price to earnings, looking at price to book. If it's under that 30%, then we have a margin of safety, right? Because it will likely only go up. Like it'll hit resistance from the market and only go up from there. So if we buy it when it's 30% undervalued, that's one way to think about a margin of safety. There's other ways to think about margin of safety as well. Another would be to diversify, to not just buy a staple like Coca-Cola, but to also buy like a tech stock, or to buy something in the healthcare sector, just to diversify the portfolio. One other way, final way to talk about margin of safety would just be to say, forget about buying individual stock. Let's just buy like an ETF or an index fund and just distribute all the risk over like a broad sector of the market. So yeah, so now we're going to take you to Dylan buying his first stock. I'm excited to see what it's going to be. You're going to get to buy some shares in the stock. What company were you thinking about?
Walmart.
All right, so what's the ticker symbol for Walmart?
WMT.
All right, so where it says symbol, you'll type that in there. Good. Click on that.
Walmart.
Yep. And now this part's really important for you to listen, okay? So the first thing you want to do is put your action you're just buying. So scroll down. Yeah, there you go, buy. Okay. And then you've got a couple options. You've got 500 bucks here. So you could buy how many shares with 500 bucks?
500.
No, each one of them costs $100, $111.
I wasn't told that. So
Yeah, it says it right there. It says $111. And it says it right here, $111.
Oh, so I could buy about 4.
Yeah, you could buy 4 shares. So where it says quantity, right, type 4. Okay? And then the order type is going to be a limit. So where it says limit, good. And it's just going to be in force for a day. So it says time in force 1 day. So if it executes this order, you've purchased the stock. If it doesn't, then the money just goes back into your account and nothing's purchased. So the limit price, it looks like it's currently falling, so it's actually lower than what is being reported right there, because this is a real time more or less, and that has a little bit of a hang time to it. Remember when we talked about latency?
Yeah.
So for the limit price, why don't we see if we can get it even lower than that? So click there and type 111 dot for the decimal point. And why don't we get Brave? How low do you want to try to get it for? It's currently at 1177, 111.77.
I don't know. What do you think?
Why don't we see if we can get it for 111.75?
Okay.
All right, and preview the order. Click the big green button. Good job. High five. You're now a proud owner. You're actually a owner of Walmart. You're in the business of Walmart now. Every time you shop at Walmart, you're paying yourself a little bit of money. Like it's a fraction of a fraction of a fraction of a cent when you own 4 shares. Congratulations for owning your first business. Ow!
The information contained is for general information and educational purposes only. It is not intended for a substitute for legal, commercial, and/or financial advice from a licensed professional. Review our full disclaimer at benstolemyname.com. This material may be protected by copyright.